The costs are calculated according to the profile type via the selected profiles. If you have your own vehicles and drivers, the cost consideration is performed two-dimensionally. This means that a cost rate per kilometer and per hour for the vehicle and a cost rate per hour for the driver are calculated. These cost rates are then multiplied by the distance and the operating time, so that the total costs including tolls result. For subcontractors, cost profiles with loaded kilometer rates, empty and loaded kilometer rates, or daily rates are available. The total costs of the transport can be viewed in detail via the analysis button in the top right corner. Here you can see all costs in detail. In our example with own vehicles, only the driving time was taken into account. Additional times, such as driver breaks, loading times, or unloading times of course, also incur costs and must be added separately. This can either be done via the additional time slider on the left, under the route options, or via the additional stop data function. So now, let's add the loading time of half an hour for the tour at the stop level. Here you can also provide further information about the stop. This includes the type of stop, with loading, unloading, parking or refueling, opening hours or time windows, and comments that are relevant to the driver when you send him the order. To also reflect the driver's break, we add a break stop with a 45-minute break for the driver. Finally, we add the unloading time of 30 minutes. After adjusting the times, you immediately see that the operational time at the bottom of the map increases and the costs adjust accordingly. If you want to charge the entire tour to the customer, you should also take into account corresponding empty trips, such as return or lead time. In our case, the truck is supposed to start from our fictional location in Berlin. Therefore, we add this as a start to the tour and include the approach in our cost consideration. If you can't sell the remaining time of the day, it is recommended to charge your customer for the entire day. By left-clicking on the arrow button next to the additional time, you can round up the operational time to the working time specified in the driver profile. In addition, you have the option to create additional charges, such as ferry costs, administration costs, cleaning costs, Sunday surcharges, empty mile flat rates, or other costs individually, and add these to the total costs. Simply use the additional charges function under the route options on the left side for this. In our example, we create an empty kilometer surcharge as additional costs and apply these to the transport. These are then credited to the total costs.